factory pattern. Second pattern is factory method pattern. What is the definition? Definition says define an interface for creating an object, but let's subclass decide which class to instantiate. Okay, so interfaces, okay, interfaces, subclasses, then what else? Which class to instantiate. Let's move to the second one. Create the object of the class without specifying the exact class. Okay, so we will be creating the object of one class without specifying the exact class. That means in the main function we will not specify the exact class. We will be calling some other class. Inside that we will be having the object creation of this class. Something complex, right? Let's see the third definition. Okay, the factory pattern is used to create the objects without exposing the instantiation logic to the client. Okay, and to refer to the newly created object using a common interface. It's like a factory. Okay, give me the product of type A. The factory decide which subclass to instantiate and give it back to you basically, right? So what I'm saying, there is client, right? First thing is there is client. He will ask you, or he will ask factory, let's say factory, okay, factory to get some product. Okay, get some product. Then factory will check or will create the object, create the product, we can say product, okay, product, and get back to the client, right? So in between there is a factory, right? So client is not itself creating the product or itself getting the product. There is a factory in between. This is what factory method pattern. Now here, what is the definition? We have seen factory pattern is used to create the object without exposing the instantiation logic. So we are not exposing, right? We are not exposing the instantiation logic of this to the client. We are having the factory in between. Got it? So it is like to asking a factory, right? To asking a factory, give me a product of type A. So client is asking a factory to give me the object of type A, give me the product A. Okay, so that's it. We will check this afterwards. Okay, first let's check the example. Imagine a coffee shop, right? You will give the order. You are a client, right? You are a client, okay, or the main method, main function, okay, main method, right? So you will give the order, what? Give me a latte or a cappuccino, right? You will give the order, give me a latte or a cappuccino to what? To the coffee shop, right? You will give the order to the coffee shop, right? But you don't care what, how it's created, how beans or milk are used, which machine is used. So internal working you don't know. Great. So you just given a coffee object. Let's say in this case you are a client, and this coffee shop will be the factory, right? This will be the factory, and inside that what it is doing, it will create a coffee for you, right? And this is the product, okay. And inside this also there will be interface of the coffee interface, and after that different types of coffee. Let's say latte, cappuccino, Okay, cappuccino, hot coffee like this, which will be using this coffee interface, right? Got it? How is the pattern? How is the design going on? You are a client, you will give the order to the coffee shop, means you will be creating the object of this coffee shop, right? And inside the object, inside the class of this coffee shop, you will be having the reference to the coffee, and you will be creating the object of that and returning that, right? Creating object of coffee and returning it back also, right? Back to client. Got it? And inside that you will be having some interface coffee, and after that different types of coffee. So here coffee shop is the factory, right? It is in between the client and the product, so it is a factory. Coffee, this is the product, right? This is the product. Coffee is the product interface, and different types of coffee will be there. Latte, cappuccino, that are concrete products. Okay, let's move to the code. Now here first let's code for the product. Interface is there, coffee, right? So let's make the coffee interface. This is the coffee interface. It has method prepare. Okay, now there will be concrete products, that is latte, cappuccino, espresso. That are the types of coffee in which we will be providing the definition, the implementation of this prepare method, right? Simple. Now what are we doing? Abstraction basically. Yes, so latte is there, that is implementing this coffee. Okay, we are providing the definition for this prepare method. That means preparing a latte with milk and espresso. Got it? This is the first type, that is latte. Second type is cappuccino. Again same thing, override the method, defining the method, providing the implementation, right? Got it? Implementing the interface. Same with the third type, implementing the interface, providing the definition, the implementation for the prepare method, that is defined in the interface. So this is the code for our product. Product part is done, product is done. Now coming to the factory. So coffee factory will be there. Inside that what we will have? First we will be having this method get coffee. Okay, this we will be calling in the main function. Okay, so what else? Get coffee is there, right? After that we will check if the type, this type which we have provided, that means it can be either latte, it can be cappuccino, it can be espresso, right? So we will check if basically if else condition is there. If it's not there, this coffee is not there, we will return null. Otherwise we will be using this switch case. Okay, if the order is latte, then we will call the object of this latte. That means we will be returning what? New latte. Okay, so we will be returning this object. Okay, this object. If it is a cappuccino, then we will be returning what? New cappuccino. If it's espresso, we will be returning new espresso. Got it? Understood? This is the simple code for the factory. What we are doing? Let's move to the main function first. This is the client side, this is you. Okay, you are giving the order. Main function, what we are doing? We are creating the factory method. Okay, we are creating the method of the factory. After that we are giving the order to the factory, right? To the factory. So coffee equal to coffee1, then factory dot get coffee latte. Okay, what we are doing? Let's write it here. Coffee1, this is the product, right? This is the product interface, right? Coffee1 is there. Then we are doing what? We are calling this factory, the method which we have created for the factory, right here. Then get coffee what? Latte. Give me a latte. Okay, we are saying to the factory, give me a latte. Okay, what it will do? It will go in the factory, it will check the type, it's latte, return new latte, return new latte. So what we are getting basically? Indirectly we are getting new latte. Got it? Now what is the definition for this factory pattern? We were saying create the object of the class without specifying the exact class, right? Without specifying the exact class. We are doing the same thing. Where is this code? We are creating the object but without specifying the exact class. We are using the factory in between. Got it? And what is the second definition? Second definition was factory pattern is used to create object without exposing the instantiation logic, right? Basically without showing the new, right, new keyword, so to the client. Okay, so that's what we are doing here. We are calling the factory in between that will create the object of the latte. Understood? After that we got the object of this latte and then we will call the prepare method inside this latte. We will get the output. What? Preparing a latte with milk and espresso. Same with the second coffee, same with the third coffee. Here we are calling for the cappuccino. We are saying to the factory, get me a cappuccino. Okay, here now cappuccino will be there. Cappuccino. It will again call and return this new cappuccino, right? We will get new cappuccino. Then we will call this prepare method. We will get the output preparing a cappuccino. Understood? I will be giving you one example. See, we are getting this output, right? Now there is one more pattern that you should try, that is the notification. Okay, notification. We need to create a factory pattern for this notification. Okay, so what we will have? First we will be having client. Okay, client will be there. That is called the main method. Okay, main method. After that we will be having one factory, right? Let's say create notification in between. Okay, so we will be calling this create notification to create a notification, right? So this is what factory. Okay, and after this it will be calling this notification. Okay, notification, the main method, the main product, right? So inside this notification again we can say this is the interface. Okay, product interface. We will be having some different types. Let's say SMS. Okay, notify via SMS, via email, right? So you need to create classes. What is this? Okay, so basically you need to create a factory design for this. Design. Okay, how will you create? There will be main method. Okay, and that you will be using this create notification. Okay, inside that there will be one method notify. Let's say notify. Okay, in that you will be checking if the input type is SMS or WhatsApp, right? We are calling for WhatsApp or email, right? So accordingly it will create and return the instance of this product, the notification. Okay, same as we did in the last coffee example. This is your practice. You can practice this, but I will show you the code. Okay, let's check the code then. So here is the product interface is there, right? Notification, which is notifying the value. This is the abstract method. Now concrete products will be there. This is SMS, notify via SMS, sending SMS notification, same with the email. Okay, this is implementing the interface and defining the method, giving the implementation for the method. Okay, after that product is completed. Now we will be having factory. Okay, this is what factory in between, right? What we will have? We will have the notification factory, right? Create notification. For the SMS we will be having this, right? For the SMS, we will be calling SMS factory in the main function. Okay, that will be extending this notification factory, right? So in the create notification, that is the method, we will be returning the new object of the what, SMS notification, this one, right? So if you see in the main function, what we are doing, we are first creating the factory, right? The object of the factory. After that, we are calling what? We are first creating the reference using the product interface notification, right? After that, we are calling factory dot create notification. Okay, factory dot create notification. Now here in the last example, we were passing the type as the parameter, but here what we are doing, we are simply creating the type in the factory object only, right? In the factory object only, we have separate logic for the SMS, for the email. So we can create the object accordingly, or we can pass it as a parameter as we did in the last example. So here what it will do, we have created the email, so it will get the email notification. So we will get new email notification, right? So and then we are calling this notification dot notify user. This is what, the product interface. It was the product interface, right? And then we are calling notify user. That means this one, right? This one, sending email notification. We will get this output. Understood? So this is the factory pattern, right? Factory pattern. You are having the factory in between. Great. So there are some advantages and disadvantages for this. It removes the tight coupling between the creator, that is the factory, and the concrete classes, makes code easier to extend, promotes polymorphism and the loose coupling. Disadvantage, require more class code, add complexity. Of course, complexity is there. Okay. Subclasses, implement the factory method. Okay. So this is clear for everyone.